So the fact that that wasn't banned out could be punished pretty heavily. It's interesting that they prioritized banning the Renekton as well as the Mbessa here as those protection bans for, again, something you really couldn't do last patch.
Yeah, this is what's really interesting to me on this one, is the fact that Inspired is going for the Dragon early. Low enough HP there. It was actually so critical that Busio hit level 6 off of that minion dying, because if not, he dies to the follow-up damage there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, the Contracts did pick up all 3 grubs while Inspired was down there covering for the 2v2 aggro. Equalizer dropped up here. Flash over the wall from Fudge. He wants to keep going after Bwipo. Fudge with the solo kill for first blood. Shopify have it down below half HP. FlyQuest still looking for an opportunity to enter into this bot side river. Contracts and Palafox putting the damage into the objective. FlyQuest, they don't have enough men close by to contest before the objective is gone. Now Quad getting caught out here as Palafox wants to go in. Fate sealed, looking for a ton of damage here onto the enemy mid lane with Contracts trying to help him, but they just don't have enough burst to finish the job. Quad survives with 200 HP.
That is Catalyst Grasp. That is a tanky victor there. Would have been pretty rough if he goes down, you know, knowing they were coming from that angle. Bwipo is here though, and Contracts has no flash.
Yeah, Contracts has walked himself into a rather precarious position. Inspired missing the ulti there. Contracts keeping himself alive with a nice dodge. And now Fudge has arrived, and you can see Palafox and Fudge not going any now. Going to find Bwipo walking back into the lane, who does hit him there with that Morning Mist, I believe is the name of it, as Contract's going to lead the way. They want the dive. Fudge going in for the flash again. Bwipo getting cooked. Contracts taking a kill.
If you place it, it doesn't actually see from the full side to side. So he had vision on him, and then Seos is able to get that hook as a result. Fudge getting aggressive, but Inspired is here this time.
Yeah, this time it's FlyQuest who are bringing extra firepower into the top lane battle, and Fudge will get shut down. Money over in Bwipo's pocket as bullet time doesn't get enough. Seos trying to
turret form as well, because Yorick crushes through these towers here. Even without the ult, the ghouls are going to do a lot of work. So he's going to be able to push in this wave, get the kill.
Everybody that's not Fudge already down here. Fudge has his teleport ready to use. If FlyQuest want to fight this, they know it would have to be a full send. Shopify are already here so early that FlyQuest just sees it as a waste to get it done, as the Herald is summoned up in mid lane. One charge, I would think, takes this turret down, or at least it's close. Nicely done there to pick up that turret. Sterix purchased walking down mid lane.
Yeah, they're trying to delay for Bwipo to get the mid lane push so he can actually join without having the TP. Palafox is also moving now, but Palafox is a little bit closer. It's very, very close.
Okay, True Shot Barrage fired off by Masu, but he doesn't find a whole lot out of it just yet. Little bit more as the Maokai ulti flies through, but they only engage onto Inspired. Seos having to get back away as Bwipo joins into the fight. Quad's off on the side, the bullet time over the top, looking to shred through the Dragon, but it's going to be slain by Contracts on Shopify, as now they have to scramble to try to get back
out on the map and try to stop him. It's getting down.
FlyQuest is making their way over, but the Otacon is burning very quickly. Shopify Rebellion already have it down to 2,000 HP. They still need a little bit more damage, and Thornbound Otacon is going to be claimed by Contracts and Shopify Rebellion. Now Seos is getting locked up as Contracts tries to use Quad as an escape mechanism. Shopify have lost their support, and surely more bodies are going to hit the floor. Fudge wants to take one with him, and he's going to claim the feat of warfare to do it. Palafox falls here too, so Shopify lose 3 men. Chunk down to half, but with FlyQuest having stronger health bars overall, Masu wants to use.
If you can get early tier 2s, it's such a big boost of gold that it can get tough, but Fudge maybe gonna get chased down here.
Yeah, Fudge has been caught in the cage, but now Palafox is ready to assist his top laner.
Maybe a fight here. Oh, they're gonna engage, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. We got Contracts under a little bit of pressure as FlyQuest are ready to rally around this mid lane, already committing the teleport from Quad because they want against FlyQuest.
Look at top lane.
Around the side of mid. Top lane, yes, the big wave colliding with the tier 2 turret as the shots continue getting thrown back and forth. Maokai ulti to disengage as Shopify are looking to fall back. They want to claim the Drake, and they've already found it. Nicely done from Shopify Rebellion, now with a Hextech Soul. Equalizer flies down over the top as it stops FlyQuest from approaching in time. Fudge is forced to flash over the wall as now Contracts in a little bit of danger, going to get chased down. They need more damage onto the enemy jungler, but they aren't going to find it. Nice bullet time in the clutch!
Fully commit and just try to force the Baron.
Okay, so the big thing is there's no ults on Shopify right now. Even though they are in a 5v4, FlyQuest, they will not be punished in these tight corridors like you would normally expect from this composition. But the Baron is claimed. Shopify Rebellion, I wanted to see mid-game calls. I wanted to see macro moves. I wanted to see coordination. And right now, they are delivering.
Yeah, that was really decisive there. They win the fight, or even really delay. We'll see if they can find a pick here. FlyQuest stacking in the brush, but can't find it. And now things are going to get really tough. You know, you're dealing with that Baron buff, Bwipo can't really just push out in the side lanes. They're going to look for an engage.
Oh, immediately Contracts jumps into 4, opens up some space for Palafox to follow up with a nice Fate Seal. The Equalizer comes down over the top, but nobody on FlyQuest is dead just yet except for the Maiden. Seos does not hit the dredge line on Debussio, and now he might pay for it with his life instead. Seos, so very low. Inspired ends up getting the kill on him as Shopify now have lost the fight and have to back away. A little bit more damage from Masu could seal the fate of Contracts. Palafox wants to cover.
The waves, you can play for that. And Contracts, while he gets a pretty decent engage, he's very separated from the rest of the team, and Fudge was not there yet.
Oh, Fudge, he's right there,
They
though.
can hold on a little bit and try to make a heroic comeback. That mid lane tier 2 looking like it's gone. Palafox does take a lot of damage, is going to be able to finish it off here, though. And this is Bwipo on pros talking about a tier list of the 3 worst players in the league. He put Fudge on there. Fudge has been playing great.
Oh, Quad getting caught again.
Shopify having control. They've got to make it happen here. We'll see if they can do it.
Okay, Inspired immediately finds the engage. It's on to Contracts. If they kill the enemy jungler right here, it's tragedy for Shopify Rebellion. The Maokai tries to get away. Twisted advance back onto the Dragon, but now a nice counterattack coming out from Fudge and the rest of Shopify. FlyQuest health bars have taken some serious damage, and Palafox has made a teleport into the fight. He's found his way into the back line. He's found his way onto Quad. Fudge is still burning, but so is FlyQuest. Nobody's dead just yet, but now everybody falls. FlyQuest has been erased off the map. Shopify Rebellion get a perfect ace for the Elder Dragon.
Oh my God, that TP as well. It looked like Palafox was going to join way too late, but when he TPs in, he gets so much damage on Masu, and then just leaves Masu alive to go over on a quad, and then it gets them both low. The snapback kills them both. He gets a double kill on both the carries at the same time. They get the Dragon, they win the fight, and Shopify are pushing to get the dub.
Contracts is left to clean up the buff itself, but Isaac, I don't think they're going to need it. The only person that might even be alive to try to stop this push will be Busio, a lone Alistar against an Elder Dragon Shopify. They drafted the Wombo combo comp. They did not falter in the mid-game. They made the calls to win the game 12-6, 35 minutes in. Shopify's taking us to game 3.
That's the